the stress test has officially ended. It's past 11 a.m. Eastern on this Monday, June the 26th. Let me give you guys a little bit of my thoughts. All right. So when it comes to this game, I spent 90% of the time playing Sub-Zero with the Sonya cameo, and like every single day that I was playing, there was something new for me to discover in terms of like combo potential. And like towards the end of the stress test, I really felt like I was able to like chain together different moves however I kind of wanted, because I was aware of all the, well, I don't even know if I knew all of them, but I was aware of many different combo paths that we could take. So that was so fun. That was so fun. And like I saw some really cool stuff that Sub-Zero could do with Kano as well. I just didn't end up spending time testing it out because I was just enjoying playing with the Sonya cameo. But like my mind is like somewhat blown right now when it just comes to like the thought of what this game's gonna be like on release, when there's a roster of what, at least 24 different characters. Guys, we only had 4 characters. There's gonna be 24 characters on release, if not more. There's gonna be DLC as well. We only got access to 3 cameos. There's 16 cameos, maybe more. There's all these other stages. There's so much more that we still don't know about this game. Oh my, like I was really enjoying my time. I think the combo system for the game, so good, man. It feels so rewarding. My main gripe when it comes to like the combos and stuff, my main gripe is really just some moves feel a little bit slow just in terms of animation, but I actually really had no issues with like the actual speed of the game. I know a lot of people have been saying that they want like movement speeds and whatever to be better, but like I personally didn't really mind it. I enjoyed like the movement. I think even like the way you can jump from almost full screen, not quite, but like almost like the jumps go really far. So it's like you make a good read on a projectile, you can jump over that shit and get like a full combo punish. But at the same time, anti-airs in this game feel so good that, at least for Sub-Zero, I'm speaking from Sub-Zero, but like anti-airs feel so good that like you can't just be jumping like a maniac at people and expecting to win that way, because you're gonna get yourself anti-aired and you're gonna take a lot of damage for it. Big D in the chat says the surface hasn't even been scratched yet. Back to work later. All right, sounds good, man. Get rid of that Katana Infinite. I know you saw that shit. That shit can't be staying in this game, man. I saw on Twitter that Katana had an infinite. I never came across anyone using it. To be honest, I didn't come across many people using Katana at all. But yeah, obviously we can't be having infinites out here. But yeah, I think the combo system's hella fun. Doing stuff with your cameo fighters and stuff feels very rewarding. Having different combo paths creates more just creativity, I think, for the game. When you compare it to like Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 11 felt a lot more kind of linear of like what you should be going for different combos. This game just feels like there's just so much more options, and kind of and in that aspect, I guess I am kind of reminded a little bit more of Injustice 2, just because Injustice 2, especially with Flash, lots of options in like how you want to take your combos and stuff like that, and I feel the same way with this game. But yeah, going back to like the whole movement stuff, I didn't mind it. Maybe it could be better, but overall I didn't mind it. I like the lack of like BS what I felt in this game. Like when it comes to Mortal Kombat 11, Fatal Blows, BS, man. BS in so many ways, especially because of just, you know, the armor, how quick it is, the pushback, the damage, it's all unbreakable. A lot of these things, when it came to Fatal Blows, a lot of people had issues with Fatal Blows in Mortal Kombat 11. When it comes to Mortal Kombat 1, I feel like so many of those issues have been addressed, and Fatal Blows are not nearly as dumb as they are in MK11. So if if I know some people were like, oh man, MK1 has fatal blows back, not buying the game, I hate that shit. Honestly, fatal blows in MK1 do not feel stupid. They do not feel stupid. You have a freeze frame happening, so you have time to react to it. You're not going to just get randomed out really by a fatal blow. If you have the resources to clash, or not to clash, to break, you get to break the fatal blows. So you don't have to get worried about being like completely scrubbed out by like some shit at the end and you just can't even use any of your resources to like save yourself. It's like if you come to those final situations, if you have the resources, you can make sure you're alive. Now obviously you can get thrown a bunch, but you know, you gotta tech the throws or you gotta duck the throws or whatever. But yeah, fatal blows didn't feel nearly as dumb. Ken says lose fatal blow, overhead fatal blow feels stupid. I don't see why. Like, there's literally a freeze frame animation. If Liu Kang goes, yeah, and then you're not ready to block the overhead at that point, honestly, that's your fault, all right? That's your fault at that point. Like, you shouldn't be getting hit by that shit. After, like, seeing that it's an overhead at least, like, a few times, you're good, all right? You're good. If you're getting hit because it's an overhead, you honestly just need to level the hell up. Outside of that, how do you feel about the breaker system and meter building? Breaker system, I love it. I love that we're back to like traditional breakers that just sets us apart. Now, maybe cameos should be cooled down as well when it comes to breakers. Maybe, but I do like that it's just a traditional drip breaker. You're set apart, back to neutral. You don't have to worry about you're getting break out of your combo and now you're getting punished because you're trying to hit them. I'm really glad that that's gone. Meter building, I never really minded the way meter building was in Mortal Kombat 11 when it comes to the regenerative meter. I never hated it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was kind of whatever. In this game, it's kind of the same thing. Meter doesn't regenerate anymore, but I don't really care that much or the other. If anything, it's a good thing. But it felt good. It felt good. You felt like you had access to meter like all the time. Like you really didn't have to worry that much. Like obviously there's sometimes you don't. And what's cool is like when you don't, like you have opportunities to, you get that hit, maybe you can now go into your cameo to extend the combo instead. And like, oh my god, it's just so good. If you guys have other questions for me to discuss and answer, let me know. When it comes to characters and stuff, every character seems very like unique in the way they are. They have like different combos that seem pretty cool and shit, and like that makes me very excited for like the rest of the cast, just to imagine like what that's all gonna be like. Oh my god, all these other characters that are gonna be in the game. It's tragic that Devora is almost certainly not gonna be there, but yeah. The characters also seem really good. Now, one thing that's likely to change is some of these characters, I'm looking at you, Kenshi, have some crazy damage. Like, I know the Kenshi's getting like 48% or 50% or some shit off of like Sento stance, no bar, like as a punish with a Kano cameo. Like, that's kind of crazy. All right, that's kind of crazy. I can't imagine they would leave that final build. Maybe reduce it from like 48 to like 40%. Maybe that'll be better, but like it is pretty crazy. Maybe damage scaling will have to be like something that they look at, but like I really did enjoy the stress test a lot. Katana did seem weaker, but like to me, hard to tell because I didn't really play that many people that were using Katana. She was probably like one of the least used characters. Kenshi was also not used that much. Sub was used like heavy. Everyone was using Sub-Zero, but like the character to me felt very fun, very easy to use. 40 no cameo is crazy. Yeah, it would still be crazy, but yeah. Kenshi and Kang damage is crazy. Yeah, Liu Kang had some pretty crazy damage as well, but yeah. I love that like flawless blocks are back to at least mitigate chip. Like as the game is gonna like go on and stuff, like you can just flawless block projectiles and stuff to stop it. It was kind of hard against Liu Kang at first because like that low fireball was like slow, so sometimes you couldn't get the timing down of that and whatever. Kenshi has like an overhead full screen projectile that felt kind of busted. But like Sub-Zero felt really good too, because like you could just reactionary EX slide when someone's gonna do a projectile, because that goes full screen, and then you can combo that into like your Sonya assist. Now you're not getting insane amounts of damage, like you're getting like 18% or so, but that can kind of just shut that down. And then yeah, I like the neutral in the game, man. Neutral in the game feels good. You can't like mash as much either. Mashing didn't feel as BS. If you get hit by like a down one, like you kind of have to hold the follow-up, unless they're like trying to like stagger shimmy, then yeah, then you can like hold up and you can jump at and stuff like that. I was starting to realize towards the end of the stress test here, like if I would get hit by something, like if I noticed that my opponent wouldn't immediately follow up with like the next attack, then a lot of times you could hold up, and like if they throw, then you can punish the throw. Sometimes they would whiff a button and then you can punish them that way. Sometimes you can get hit and then you'll drop out of their combo, depending. I was noticing that a lot with Liu Kang. But if they hit you with the down one and they immediately follow up and you're holding up, you're getting got. Like, it's done. So yeah. Jerry says, what's the high blocking used for? Only to block overheads or just for jump ins? So the up block, yeah, I was using that a little bit as well, and like it seems like, yeah, it's good to stop the jump-ins, the jump attacks as well. It's an option, but then it could be baited and you could get killed for it as well. But it's good. Like a lot of stuff felt like there was counterplay. Like there was counterplay to a lot of things that people are doing out here. So it felt good, man. It felt good. Now we just gotta see how long we gotta wait before we can play some more Mortal Kombat 1. See if we can get some announcements at some point soon for new character reveals, combat cast, that type of stuff. Whenever it's happening, I will be sure to be tuning in, reacting, giving my impressions and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a great stress test, man. Like, really great stress test. I have a lot of optimism when it comes to this game. It's gonna be great.